Hey crafty friends, happy Monday to everyone. It's Hiedi Scott with DIYDreaming, and I'm doing a real quick tutorial right now to show you guys how easy it is to make your own cards. So we're going to be using some Maker Studio stencils. I have this big package of different colors of cards that I think came either from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's. Most likely it was on sale. But you can use this kind of card, you can use white cards, you can use those craft paper colored cards, and you can find blank cards just about anywhere. So I want to show you some examples of what I've made, and then I have some out and we'll make a few. And I'm going to be putting these into the blessing boxes that I'm starting to build today. So here is that sweet little bird from the that stencil that I just used. Love it. Here is that bicycle. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. Isn't that cute? From that stencil. Oh, I forgot. Let me pin, whoops, my link here. Where am I? Sorry, give me 2 seconds. And then I'll continue showing you those. Pin comment. I think I pinned it, I don't know. Okay, so so this one says faith over fear. It's a stencil that Maker Studio has had for a while. It's part of a Bible verse package, and I used some gold gel art ink for that. And here's another, this is an awesome, what's going on here? Am I glued inside of my envelope? No. I love this stencil. Trust the Lord with all your heart, Proverbs 3:5. And I did this one with silver ink. And then in the yellow color, I did this one that says, be the light, Matthew 5:14. And then I did this one with some of those awesome flowers that are in the same set as the bicycle and that little bird. Here's another, obviously I love the Trust the Lord one. Here's another one that I did. I just wanted to give you lots of ideas, and I'm gonna divide the cards all up in half and put half in one blessing box and half in the other. And this one says, faith can move mountains. So let's make a couple. All right, so I'm just using some blank cards that I have here. Let's use the pink one first. And what I want to show you guys is that you can go, your card can go this way, or it can go this way. So just keep that in mind. And Maker Studio has a ton of different Bible verse stencil packs that have different things in them, and that are so super cute. I want to do, let's see, I'm just looking through some of them because, oh my gosh, I have every one they've ever done, and there's just a ton. What is this one? Let's see, will this fit? Yeah, let's do this one. It says, the Lord is on my side, I will not fear. So you can, and then it's Psalm 118 verse 6. You can use these stencils, just grab a couple, if you're looking to make cards, grab a couple of the Maker Studio Bible verse stencils. There's 4 pages of them. So look through it and see what appeals to you the most, and then grab a couple colors of ink. And then start watching for note cards to be on sale, because I only buy them when they're 40% off, and they end up being like 10 cents a piece or some crazy thing, where if you would go to Hallmark to buy a card to send a friend for whatever the occasion might be, you're gonna spend $3 or $4 just for a single card, which I think is ridiculous. Anyways, I haven't said any of my normal stuff. First of all, thank you so much to everyone who's sent stars already. That's awesome. As you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to see that. If you have friends that like to do crafts, especially quick and easy crafts that are gonna save you money, feel free to sprinkle this to your social media. Okay, so I'm gonna do The Lord is on My Side, and I'm going to label it first on the back so I know which side to put it back on. And I'm just using a Sharpie marker. That's what works the best to label the back of it. These gray stencils are awesome. They do not need to be fuzzed. So please don't fuzz your gray stencils. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this on here. And I think I'm really loving the gold with this pink. So this is metallic gold, it's new. They've only had it for, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks or something. And so I'm gonna use that. Anyways, this is what the spreaders look like that come from Maker Studio, and I usually just cut them into smaller pieces. They're 50 cents. If you don't have a spreader, you definitely wanna grab one. After a while, they start to look like this, and when they get even worse, I just toss it away and cut up a new one. But anyways, I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of my gel art ink from Maker Studio, and I did pin a link at the bottom of the page, onto my spreader, and then I'm gonna push it through the holes on my stencil. This stuff, this gel art ink that comes in a tube, is meant for porous surfaces. It works great on paper. If you're gonna use it on something like a t-shirt or a tote bag or a pillow or a tea towel, something that you're gonna want to actually wash, then you just need to heat set it with a hot iron. But I use the gel art ink almost all the time when I'm using Maker Studio Medium. I like it better, personally, I like it better than the chalk art. Their chalk art's great, but this stuff, especially if you're doing cards, once it dries, it's not gonna smear or smudge. It's gonna be permanent. It goes into the pores of the fiber of the paper, and it's awesome. Okay, so you can see how quick and easy that was. I'm just pulling off a little bit of the excess. And here it is, lovely. And when I did 2 tea towels yesterday to put in my boxes, oh my gosh, that's so cute. So I want to show you those too. And I have a bunch of other crafts that I have done in the recent past that are Maker Studio things. And so I'll show you as we're going along this week. I'm going to show you what's going into the blessing boxes. And to get your name in my hat, all you need to do is, I posted a link earlier. If you just use that link to go to Maker Studio, look through the 4 pages of stencils, and then tell me on that post which one you like the best. That it helps me to know which ones to use in the future, which ones to buy if I don't have them already. Helps me to know what kind of projects you guys want to see. So that's all all you need to do to participate in these blessing boxes that I'm preparing right now is just to give me your input. Go to my website through the link I provided, look through the 4 pages of stencils, and then screenshot the one you like the best and post it in the comments. Anyways, so look how cute that is. And these dry pretty quickly, but I'm gonna set it aside so I don't bump it. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do that bicycle because, oh my gosh, I love that bicycle. And also, I absolutely love this bird. So let's do these 2 stencils. They are part of this stencil set. that has this stuff, the fresh flower market, and the Welcome Spring and the Grow stencil set. So if you're wondering where they are, where did I get them from? Okay, so here's the bicycle. Let's do the bicycle on this yellow, and let's do it in black. Okay, so I'm gonna just figure out which side I want to be the front of my card. And it's already labeled. Take this off and center it. Press it down. I could never in 10 million years draw a bicycle, but I can stencil one in about 3 seconds. So that's why I love the stencils so much. And you can do so many cute projects. This, I want to tell you this idea. So I'm thinking this would be so super cute to add a little 3-dimensional component, a pom-pom or something for that little pot of greenery on the back of the bicycle. So that's something we'll work on some point in the very near future. We'll do a project where we make it 3-dimensional. Okay, or maybe that's 2D, I don't know. So I'm literally just pushing the ink through the holes on my stencil. It could not be easier. Do you have enough? And I know for sure that I'm going to get this question, so I'll just answer it in advance. What's the difference between Maker Studio and Magnolia Design Company? You know what? They're just 2 different companies. It's like the equivalent of Joann's and Hobby Lobby or Michael's. They have some similar products, but they're completely different companies. And when I'm using, for the most part, when I'm using these gray stencils that are Maker Studio, I like to use their mediums too. So that is so darling. And then you could just write a note, and you could use that card for any occasion. Seriously. Okay, so we'll put this set aside, and let's do one more with this bird, which I love so much. Let's do this little bird on this bright green color, and we'll do it in white. How does that sound? Okay, I'm looking to see which side I want to be the front, in case you're wondering why. Because sometimes when the manufacturer of the cards folds them, they don't do a good job. Like you can see right here, just slightly, that they didn't do a good job. And so when you're looking at it, I can see that little bit of white. They didn't fold it exactly straight. So I'm just looking to see which side of this card looks better. And I think this one does. I always check that. That's just, and I make cards all the time. I don't want to, I just refuse almost to spend $4 for a card when I can make one for 15 cents. Okay, so our little birdie is going on. And I'm going to use some white, which is called Well I Declare. And I need a spreader. So I'm just going to take one of the big spreaders that they have and cut a little piece off. And I usually like to round these corners just a little bit. It makes them nicer to work with. So I will be live this afternoon doing my Christ and Crafting that did not work out yesterday. I'm taking my husband to get a rental car as soon as I'm done here. And then I'll come back and prepare for Christ and Crafting, and then I'll come live with that for you here at DIY Dreaming. So I hope you'll join me this afternoon. We had issues with my phone yesterday and my SIM card. Oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. I was super frustrated. And I went today to the store, and they were so kind to just give me a brand new SIM card for my phone. So I think all of my technical issues are resolved. But anyways, that's why I didn't do Christ in Crafting yesterday, although I was already excited about it, my phone just was not cooperating. And that's how I record. I did try to use my iPad, you guys, and some people said they could see just fine. But the thing is, I had it propped up precariously on a little piece of a mold that's kind of a rubbery thing to hold it still, and the volume wasn't great. And it's just weird. So, anyways, I usually use my phone to record these videos. That's what seems to work the best. Oh my gosh, I love this little bird. Make sure I got his little head. Okay, so this is what that looks like. And I'm just gonna pull it up. Oh, it is so cute. Oh my gosh. Between this bird and this bicycle, this set is awesome. Isn't that cute? So let me show you the 2 tea towels and then I'll wrap up. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. I'll get right back to you. I did pin links to my Maker Studio stencil page and my Maker Studio gel art ink page. So if you just look at the top of the comments, that's where it will be, and I put some little pink and yellow hearts there. Okay, this one I just made. I haven't heat set it yet, but it says, if you pray for rain, you need to carry an umbrella. That's one of the new stencils that I just got from Maker Studio. Isn't that cute? And then this one says, and I think this is great for the kitchen. It has kitchen words in it. Let your speech always be seasoned with salt. Seasoned with grace. Okay, let's start over again. Let your speech always be with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how you ought to answer each other. Colossians 4:6. At some point, we'll have to talk, maybe on a future Christ in Crafting, about the significance of salt back in Jesus's day and back further in the Old Testament, and what seasoned with salt meant and what happens to salt, because that's something I've studied over the years in my different Bible studies, and it is so super interesting. But anyways, so I made this tea towel, and these are going to go in the boxes also. Okie dokie. Well, my husband is probably about ready for me to take him to go get his rental car. Thank you to everyone who gave me stars. I really appreciate that. For anyone else who has questions, I'll go in the comments and drop a few links. So just look through the comments for my 2 links. But if you have specific questions, just let me know, and I'm glad to get you some answers. Thanks so much for watching. And I will get pictures of all the cards. I'll include those here later too. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in a bit.